I'd be happy to buy anything else you have.
I have a bulk I'm willing to sell.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
That's bribery.
Hello and welcome to Funky Quests. This is Funky Games Online Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign playing Dungeons of Drakkenheim. My name is Dan, aka Dandy Dandy Master. And I'll be running tonight's game, and I'm joined by the rest of the Funky crew.
I'm Matt. Or Smashbox. I go by many different things. I'm playing Farron, the ASMR monk with a Way of Mercy background, and that's all I got. That's it.
I'm Stephen, aka Ireland, playing Bulk, the Artificer, who's also a turtle that has faced many prejudices along this campaign for his looks and his nationality. So,
Justice for Bulk.
I'm Tater Tat at me playing Diedrich Steelbelly, giant goblin barbarian.
He's back from his quests, and I am Funky Eisendale, aka Danielus, with my trusty steed Barkus.
Yes, Diedrich Steelbelly back from his 4x4
Side
accident
quest.
when he drove it into an embankment. Very happy to see the boy. If this is your first time on the channel, we are Funky Games, avid gamers, retro and modern. We post videos a few times a week, single player playthroughs or multiplayer hijinks. Steven, just out with the plugs.
You should go to the Funky store. We have dead merch like this. I Need Healing shirt from the game that definitely needs some healing, Overwatch 2. Maybe they'll make a third one and save that one for that. But you can save yourself by getting some merch from the Funky.store and put it on you, and you'll look cool. So Funky.store, go check that out.
Fantastic. Updating the kill counter, there was only one fantastic kill last episode, Daniels, with that dead-eye shot. That takes him above Farron into second place, but so Diedrich has 17, Daniels with 15 combined with Barkus, Farron at 14, Bulk at 6. That's very sad, boy. Very sad,
rude.
Boy. My favorite moment from last session was just the realization that I don't know where you got that the followers were safe in the city, but your realization when Katja dropped from the sky. From the claws of the manticore and her crumpled body. I enjoyed that.
It was quite a shock. They had no fear of the streets. I thought they were safe. I was like, they got some weird voodoo, like, I don't know, weird, like, pocket scent thing in their pockets. I don't know.
Yeah, their faith protects them. All right, gentlemen, shall we?
Yes.
When last we left our adventurers, the party decided to take a short rest at the Chapel of St. Brenna before heading back with the recovered scepter of St. Vitruvio. Farron joined Katja Braun in a ritual to re-sanctify the chapel in holy radiance, and the party questioned her further about the ideals of the followers of the falling fire. They learned that Katja's group were peasants from the Caspian lands ruled by House Goldenrod, whose prince, Maximus, they traveled with to Drakkenheim, but found their destiny, the words of Lucretia Matthias. Katja also gives them a copy of their holy text, the Testament of the Fallen Fire, which was written by Lucretia Matthias. On the return journey to the village, the group was attacked by a pair of manticores, a chimera-like beast, who announced they were hunting prey for the Crimson Countess, the leader of the vicious pack of harpies who had defeated Danielus and taken over his inner city hideout. The party resisted, and Danielus scored an amazing hit through the haze, managing to kill one of the beasts, while the other easily killed 6 out of the 10 followers. I think I said 11 last time, but flying off with only 2 bodies. The 4 remaining followers, Winston, Corin, Yelter, and Paul, retreated to Champion's Gate to meet Lucretia Matthias, and the party continued on their trip to Emberwood Village. Upon entering the village, they ran into the young Emma Crow, once again, who told them that Blackjack Mel is awaiting their arrival at the Bark and Buzzard, and found him having dinner with Danielus' mother, Moira, who drunkenly informed Farron that Flamekeeper Anya waited all day for him to arrive. They left Moira to conduct business with Mel and begrudgingly sold him the scepter of St. Vitruvio, who ended up paying them handsomely. Mel told them that the ultimate fate of the scepter was not up to him, but his employer, the Queen, the mysterious leader of the Queensmen, who he had joined after fruitlessly taking care of the village for many years. He said that the Queensmen intend to reclaim the city, but not in a way that puts the rich nobles and monarchs back on top at the expense of the common man. Mel invites them to their base of operations to come chat, find out about the fate of the scepter, and obtain more work after they take a day off. After a visit to Old Guy to cure the contamination of Farron and Diedrich, not Bulk, the party settles down, and Bulk receives another mysterious message, this time in his mind. He tells the party he needs to travel to the Eckerman Mill on the north side of the city to seek knowledge. Meanwhile, Farron goes to talk to his sister Anya, where he lays out his mission to rejoin a group of monks and retake the city from the monsters. This intrigues a knight of the Silver Order named Sir Virgil Underwood, who tells him that they as well aim to destroy the delirium and the monsters. After Virgil departs, Farron asks Anya about anything related to the scepter of St. Vitruvio, who responds that she will search the chapel archives and report back with more information. Farron returns to the party's ramshackle home in Emberwood Village, and the group beds down for the night, taking a long rest, so feel free to mark that off. And let's see what trouble they get into today. Before we get into it, Bulk, I'm going to need you to roll a d20, sir. A 2. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, please make sure you announce your rolls as well.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. A 2. Very, very close, my friend. But you make it through the night. Very well. So, take it away, guys.
I'm trying to long
The
rest.
party wakes in the morning.
Yawn.
Bulk, I'm gonna go punch Rattle Can.
We have to go to the mill.
What mill? I'm recovering from a forklift incident.
The mill. That I need to go for knowledge.
Oh, that's right. Your head told you so.
We need to come up with a plan too that we can cover Bulk so he doesn't attract more exploding zombies.
Doesn't your sister cure the purple?
You just could have gotten the purple cured. Why didn't you?
Well, that guy was going to charge me money.
So was the church. Since when does the church not charge money?
Right. Preach.
No taxation without representation.
I feel like you should at least get a couple quotes before getting any work done.
Well, you can see the church. It's the large building with the bells that you like.
That's a good point, Bulk.
Ooh.
Do we need to make a pit stop?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, guys, let's head out.
So Bulk, you're not going to make your servant? Because remember that has to be done right after a long rest.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, I can do that.
Okay.
Jeez, he doesn't even know his own character.
I do,
No.
but
And
my
you're going to
my
continue.
HP bar isn't going up. Neither is anybody else's.
yeah, why didn't my stuff clear?
Oh yeah, because I just had you guys delete beyond 20. Okay, fair enough. Don't worry about that for now. And we'll just keep it rolling.
I did. I took care of it. I
Okay,
figured it
cool.
out. Use my
Yeah,
big
you
boy
guys
brain.
can max it out yourself. Bulk, are you going to continue to use the delirium as your focus for?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d10 and a d20.
A 10 on the D10 and a 12 on the D20.
Okay, so a 22. Okay, Bulk, your size is reduced in half until your next long rest. You have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Any melee attacks you do 1d4 less damage. So Bulk, tell me what, before that happened, how do you reawaken your servant? Your child, I should say.
Millie bought all the ramshackled bits, and I take the delirium. I think I still have a full shard or whatever.
You have a fragment inside of her still.
Fragment, yeah. So I take my little artificer claw and to bring back Millie bought my child.
Okay. Upon doing so, quite similar to the first time, you performed this ritual, there is a flash, a blinding flash of light that erupts from Millibot. And by the time you all have to like cover your eyes, and by the time you start to regain your vision, Bulk is now effectively half the size. He's
I've grown.
You did. You got taller.
I did it. I'm finally going back to being a giant.
I don't think that happened. What is going on with you, Bulk?
What do you mean? You grew too.
Bulk, I think you just shrunk.
Barkus is big, and I'm going to jump on his back.
Oh God!
Is
Marcus
Bulk
is like-
smaller than Diedrich at this point?
I'm 5'10"
He is
to begin
indeed.
with, so yes.
Barkus kind of
Oh.
eyes him, starts looking at him like kind of some prey that he's gonna chase.
So wait, I could ride Barkus at this point?
You could ride Marcus.
Barkus is like a big dog.
Oh heck yeah!
Can we?
me and Bulk are gonna ride on Bulkus
We're gonna
to
ride
batter.
Barkus.
One of you could ride Barkus.
Yeah,
no,
don't
we don't care about injury. We can,
I don't.
we can
I
both
think
ride.
only Diedrich could ride on him because Bulk is too heavy.
Well, I
Wingman,
might have to wait.
you're muted.
Bulk will be fine. Marcus will be fine. It's just his back.
Yeah, it's just his back.
Is there a condition I can trigger in D&D Beyond for this stat, Dan, or no?
Nope, just remember it.
Oh, fuck.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll remember it. Don't worry.
So yes.
So,
Marcus,
does-
to the
does-
church!
To the
Does-
church.
does this happen normally to you, Bulk?
There's a lot of
just-
weird things that happens during puberty.
Oh my
I thought you were old. I thought you already been through
I mean, it
puberty.
happened in the past. This is like kind of like that. I grew bigger then. This is just the other way. So I guess you shrink when you get older.
He has
Uh,
points.
Yep,
I don't know if
I'm just,
Farron's
I'll-
system
line
will
up.
help that.
I'm just gonna roll with it. To the church? Is that what you were saying?
Yes, to the church. I need this purple off of me so I can see. It's blinding.
Oh,
Yeah, I say we get out of here before your bright light wakes up my mom after her hangover. Let's skedaddle.
Oh no.
If you stayed the night
Incredible.
here.
Oh no!
So you say you guys are going to the church. You mean the chapel where Flamekeeper Anya is?
Yes.
And you intend to
Be purified.
incredible. Okay. Very good. So the party sets out and they move through the city grounds, or the village grounds. So the rain persisted through the night, but it has settled now. So it is dry, but the ground is quite muddy. The city or the village is bustling with life as usual. There are people in the caravan court. And you all walk through the court near the chapel, where you see two knights at the door.
Go talk to them, Farron.
Aaron, I don't need anything here. Get him, Bulk. I pat the back of his tiny shell.
Okay. Hello?
The two knights, they look down at you puzzled. As you came up, they put their hands on their weapons and they say, "Stay back.
Why?
Why are you here?"
I'm glowing, and I think the Flamekeeper here might be able to help me.
Contamination sickens me. They bang on the door. And after a few moments, Farron's sister, Flamekeeper Anya, comes to the door. And she looks at you, she looks down at you, Bulk, and she says, Oh my. What's happened to you?
I have an owie.
Why did this happen to you?
I don't know.
Where are the rest of you standing? Are you guys
I'm
looking
standing
through-
off in the back just watching this shit show.
So
Yeah, we're just
she looks
behind.
up. She looks up and she sees you, Farron. And she's like, "Oh,
I'm gonna mouth to her contamination. Just like,
Okay. Very good.
and they're just like,
Oh, she says, "Okay, if you're contaminated, please come inside. Come inside quickly."
Okay.
And she calls out and she says, Sir Virgil, there's another contaminated adventurer from the city." And you come into the chapel. Now, are you prepared to pay for having this cured?
What does it cost?
Flamekeeper Anya reports that I'm afraid I have to charge 300 gold pieces
Oh.
in order to continue the work that we do here in the village to bring in supplies. We have to charge.
Sounds like a true church. Am I right, Farron?
we all have to get by some way.
Farron,
for them-
did you, over the course of the night, did you read any more of the Testament of the Falling Fire?
I feel like Farron probably did not. I feel like with the adventures of today, being cured of contamination and the conversation with his sister, he's probably kind of tired and just kind of passed out.
Okay, very good. Okay, so Flamekeeper Anya holds out her hands, and she is ready for 300 gold. Sir Virgil actually steps kind of right to the side, and he has his hand on his weapon.
Oh.
Do you have any use for a spell scroll?
I sell spell scrolls myself. No, I'm a humble flamekeeper. I have no need for spells.
Can I give you
Any-
200 now and 100
everything I
after I do a
need.
thing?
Everything I need is provided by the flame.
Except for the things to cure the contamination.
Sir Virgil Sir Virgil says, "Now, little boy, this is no time for haggling. You are afflicted with a very serious disease. Either you pay the church its due, or you will have to make do."
Okay, well, I'm too poor. I have 200.
You're too poor.
Much too poor.
I'll chip in $100 to make him stop glowing,
Okay,
but you owe me one bulk.
that's fair.
You got
Okay.
another sucker bulk.
Okay, so Bulk, go ahead and subtract 200 gold. Daniel, subtract 100. And Bulk, you have. So, first of all, the glow subsides. So now you are just a tiny turtle. So, improvement, I guess. Unfortunately, because you didn't do it last night, your level of contamination is now converted to a level of exhaustion.
Okay,
And you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
sweet.
Can't wait for that to come back.
Possible.
Exactly. Oh, I think tonight's open mic night.
Pretty good. So Flamekeeper Anya, she has you lay down in the church, and she has her hands over you. She sprinkles you with holy water, and she utters a prayer. The whole process takes about a minute, but afterwards you stop glowing. You do feel quite drained, but otherwise you are good to go.
Sweet, thank you so much.
It is a pleasure. We thank you for your donation to the church.
I don't know if the taxes work that way, but okay.
Sir Virgil takes his hand off of his sword and he says, "I think it's time for you to go, sir."
Okay. To the windmill.
To the wall.
To the sweat.
Just sweat.
Incredible. Okay, so sounds like Bulk goes
Yeah.
back outside and he rejoins the party.
Awesome.
But finally, you're not glowing.
Cool. So if we're still shopping, I would love to check and see if they have a new hammer for me to swing around.
Oh, is that Panda shop? up? Didn't he
Yeah,
have
is
interesting items?
Sir Giant Rod around?
Sir Giant Rod.
You know, the panda that loves the giant rod.
Aldor the Plump.
God.
Yeah,
Aldor the
yeah.
Plump's caravan is it is nearby.
I would love to run up to it and ask and see if he's got any hammers.
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
Do you have any large hammers?
So the party approaches the caravan of Aldor the Plump. You do recall that Aldor is a large panda folk. He wears a brilliant purple cloak and a nice little silver cap. He has many armed guards surrounding him at all times, and he sits today just puffing on a lovely pipe. There is a smell of herbs and tobacco in the air. He says, so Aldor saw, as you remember, the caravan court is right across from the chapel. So he saw this whole deal go down. And he says, and you remember he made fun of you guys last night, or he made fun of Bulk last night. And he says, how is the city treating you boys?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Anyone.
we're doing
We're all
just
there.
fine.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun. We had a blast.
Yeah, we covered some treasure, made some deals, the gist.
Oh, find anything interesting? Worth taking off your hands?
About 50 gold if you can give me a hammer.
A hammer. Just a simple hammer.
A big maul if you have one.
You already have one.
A better one.
I can sell you an exact replica.
That
But
will
I'm
do
sure
nothing
you would-
for me.
Well.
I appreciate it. Could I get 3 vials?
A vial. A vial
Empty
of what?
vials. Preferably empty, containing air.
That would be 30 gold pieces.
Alrighty, I'll purchase them.
Incredible.
I have some gemstones I'd like to sell.
Ooh, now we're talking. Let's have a look, shall we?
Okay.
And you
have-
give him the gemstones. These are the gemstones from the eyes of the clerics and the paladins of the flame. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving 5.
You're giving 5 of them. Okay. I believe those were worth.
They're 50 apiece.
Yeah, 50 apiece. Okay, sure. So he takes them into his hands, and he kind of pulls out one of those little magnifying eye guys, and he goes, very nice, very nice. So where did you happen to find these?
On the ground.
You're a horrible liar, boy.
I did find them on the ground.
Hmm.
We are adventurers.
Does it really
If I were
quite-
to make a guess, it looks like you've done a bit of grave robbing.
No.
That doesn't
Very
sound
well.
like Danless.
That's not something we would do.
Keep your secrets then. So you said you'll sell 6?
5. Don't
5?
upcharge me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well.
So,
Very
wait,
well.
what's-
How does 250 gold pieces sound?
That sounds good.
Daniels is
You have
robbing
more?
all of us.
I just gave you some holy water and
Why do you think I bought the
both
vials?
100 gold, so I don't want to hear it. I'm being generous.
I'd be happy to
Uh-huh.
buy anything else you have.
I have a bulk I'm willing to sell.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
That's slavery.
I do take slaves.
How
Costs
much?
a lot, and he glows sometimes.
Hmm. Perhaps 10 gold pieces for the turtle. He doesn't look
Yeah,
like he can carry
rude.
much.
How much for the
That is-
dog?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I pull out my knife. I'm like,
Oh.
no one touches Barkus.
Perhaps any spell scrolls or gemstones you have to sell.
Wait, I have spell scrolls.
Let's see it.
I have 1 spell scroll of lesser restoration, 1 of dispel magic, 1 of continual flame, and then a spell scroll of the 3rd level that I don't think I put in what it was.
And that's right, because you don't know what it is.
Yes.
Okay, so you're selling the 3rd level
Yes.
and the lesser restoration.
Yes.
And what's the other one?
Continued flame.
Okay. Anything else?
I have a spell scroll that I'll also sell that none of us could read. It was a 1st level.
Correct.
I'll sell that one.
Okay. He'll buy that for 35 gold pieces. Fair.
Perfect.
All right. I'm keeping the dispel magic though.
Okay, fine.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 total.
3 total. Okay, that was 2 seconds and a third.
Yes, sir.
Very well, sir. And he passes you 375 gold pieces.
Cool.
Ooh.
Oh,
Now, Danielus, there was that lovely piece of armor you've been coming by looking at. Are you still interested?
Yes. How much?
90 gold pieces.
Oh, sold.
Very well. So that is a studded leather armor. You can look in D&D Beyond and find that.
You said 370?
375.
375, thank you.
I need to start picking up shit. Alder, I
The
believe you
light
have found a very rare relic you might be interested in.
Oh, I do love relics.
I'm going to take out one of my javelins and show it to him and say, "Look, do you see this? This must have been used by an amazing, incredible warrior. He even signed it."
He picks it up and it says, "You have been impaled by Diedrich Steelbelly." Young man,
I.
I'm not impressed.
You will be. It's going to be worth a lot of money one of these days. You're turning down the opportunity of a lifetime. Either I die, you get a free javelin, you'll probably collect the gold off my body, or I go on, make a name for myself, and you, sir, have the one and only signed javelin of
Perhaps a
Dietrich's.
third option in which you die and then I pay someone to go get it for me, and then I have it anyway.
Well, if I died, you would have no need with it. If I live, you will definitely want this.
Any other business, gentlemen?
Do you do appraisals?
Certainly.
Can you look at this rod?
What rod?
The immovable rod.
Oh, the immovable rod. Yes, yes. Fine magical rod like this. This could certainly fetch you hundreds of gold. Are you looking to sell?
I don't know yet, but I'll keep it until I'll sell it, and I'll only sell it to you.
Ah, what a pleasure doing business with.
Bulk, you should give that to me.
No.
Damn.
It could be quite valuable. You never know when you need an immovable rod. Oh,
He
that
has a-
reminds me. I wonder when my friend Maximus Goldenrod will return.
Son of a bitch.
You talk about doing good business. Now that's a man I like to work with.
I'm trying to make up a pun with his name, and I'm having trouble shortening it.
Shortening it like you, sir.
I would like to leave the fat panda.
Aldor just laughs and puffs on his pipe. Gentlemen, it really was a pleasure. If you come back with anything else, or if you'd like to buy potions, anything like that, you just come back to old Aldor.
Oh, do you have a potion that makes me not tired?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's called Sleep Bulk. Get some.
He just passes you coffee.
Okay, to the mill.
What are we doing at the mill again, Bulk? You're really adamant about
The pursuit of knowledge.
But what?
His head's ringing again.
Knowledge.
He has to answer it.
Knowledge is power.
It's some turtle instinct. They all go to the sandy beaches or towers, and they do something. I'm not quite sure what, but I'm sure we're gonna find out.
No, nothing like that. There's an acquaintance, I think.
I've heard that they fly.
The turtles fly.
Yes.
They sprout wings. They're very
I've heard
small, but they're capable of carrying them.
That would be quite a sight.
That's where the expression "when
did-
turtles fly"
I have-
comes from.
How would you even down those turtles? Would you have to jump on them?
We're not sure. We're gonna find out. I'm hoping Bolt can give me a ride.
Maybe when he gets bigger. When he goes through his reverse first puberty.
Yeah.
So I assume
At
you
this
guys
rate, I'll
have.
be minuscule in no time.
So I assume you guys have been having this conversation all the way walking to the edge of the village.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've taken us over to the map. The only thing of note to bring you up to speed on is towards the right edge of the map. I've also made available to you site number 18, which is Buckle Down Row, which Danielus can inform you is the hideout where Blackjack Mel invited you to, should you ever decide to head that direction. But in either case, so just to give you guys an idea of the trek you're looking for, I guess, how do you intend to make it up to Eckerman Mill, which is at the far upper left corner of your map?
Yeah,
We
that's
either
up
are
here.
going to have to cut through the city, or we're going to have to take a real roundabout way on the outskirts.
Is this a crossing here?
Yes, it is. Danielus could reliably inform you that there is a ferryman who can.
Yeah.
take you
What
across
side of the
river.
river are we on? Are we on the south side?
You are on the south side of the river.
Okay.
So just so you know, whenever you're coming into the city from Emberwood Village, you can appear anywhere on this side of the river that you would like to appear on.
Oh, so we can
Okay.
appear like here?
So we could go like right here.
Well, think about you appearing on the outskirts. You can appear here, you can appear here, pretty much think about the
Okay.
main
So
roads here.
so we could go like here and then just go directly to Mel.
Oh, the mill's over. Oh, we could go to Mel, yes, but the
Yeah.
mill
Yeah. The mill. No.
is
We're gonna have
way
to
up
cross.
here.
So head north, go over
We could dodge
this
like
bridge, and then cut straight across over here, and then straight up.
yeah. Can we stay on the outsides like that? Is that kosher?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Like
so
Gucci.
once you leave the ferry, you'll have to leave on that side.
Right.
Yeah.
But once you get off, I mean, yeah, you can, like, for instance, cut directly to the outside and stay on the outside the whole way if you want to.
All right.
Danielus,
That's up to you.
did that sound like a good play?
Yes, it did.
Sure. Daniels is actually the one who came up with the plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did.
Does this ferryman charge for a trip, or is he just giving anyone who wants to ride across?
He charges
in a way.
money.
In a way.
Oh God, Danielus, I don't like
like
your
that
like
answer.
Oh, we can go over
auspicious
the bridge
response.
though.
Yeah. Can't we go over the bridge?
Which bridge?
By number 8.
That's basically showing you where the ferry goes.
Oh,
Oh,
Or where the
So
ferry
we would
will
have
take
to
you.
go all the way up here.
which
Uh,
that is getting pretty close to the crater.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
so
might be a bit dangerous.
Yeah. Let's.
yeah,
not do
I'll
that.
let you guys continue talking
we'll
about
go-
this for a moment.
We'll go through the ferry. I
we could
think. I
swim
think-
it.
Yeah, we can do
No.
whatever side quest he needs us to do. We
Yeah,
could sell
yeah.
bulk.
Yeah.
No
We're,
thanks.
we're okay. We're okay. He can be like a pet turtle now.
I think
Yeah.
they also specifically said don't get in the water.
I do.
Oh yeah, I know they did.
Okay, I was like, I think there's something really bad if we end
I
up getting
forgot
in that
about
river.
that.
Turtle
so-
soup.
Yeah, I don't know if we would want to eat him at that point.
Okay, that's the play.
But yeah, so we'll go to the ferryman, see what his deal is, and go from there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Sounds like you guys are good.
Yes.
You set out once again from your safe haven of Emberwood Village. Let me actually turn on Millibot here. She's with you. The return.
We're about
It's
to
yes, so
alive.
making the long trek back into the city, which you recall takes you about 2 hours. You pass the bloated corpse of the horse along Champion's Way, as you do.
Kick it. I kick it. Farron kicks it.
Mm-hmm.
I whack the horse with my stick.
Okay.
Ring,
I hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And Barkus hits it.
Mm-hmm. Diedrich.
I give that a big old kick.
Fantastic. You don't have to.
Yes, I
but
do.
yes, indeed you do. But as you recall, that is marking your final waypoint before descending into the haze-filled valley of Drakkenheim. Okay, so at this point, I will have you guys roll a d8 for me.
Well, I got a 1. I'll get that out of the way.
Farron rolled a 7.
Diedrich a 3.
And Daniels?
Janulus a 6.
Okay. Fantastic. Very good. So, entering through the haze once again, you set out through the abandoned farmsteads that litter the far outskirts of the city. You travel for some time, passing the general residential area where you found the chapel of St. Brenna. The farmsteads and the sprawling residential settlements give way to densely packed row houses in various states of decay. The quiet of the city is broken occasionally by a distant scream or the chittering of a rat running by in the alleys. You're entering into the area of Drakkenheim known as the Spokes, originally serving as the industrial hub of the city, occupied by single-story stone buildings, mills, stable houses, small smithies, and various artisans' workshops. As the population within the city walls swelled to capacity, this became the first urban expansion outside the walls by the people who worked in the area. So as you all are traveling down a particular road, you can hear some screaming coming closer to you.
Is it people screaming? Or animals screaming?
It does indeed sound like people.
What do you think, Farron? Should we investigate or should we just keep trudging?
I mean, it's always nice to offer help where we can, but last time you saw how that happened for us. We got descended
Let's
upon
help 'em.
with rats.
Uh,
So we could take a
they
look.
are coming very much closer. So what you guys can see in front of you, there is piles of rubble everywhere. What buildings do stand, there are a couple off to your right. There is a large dead mangled tree kind of off to your left. And in front of you, there are kind of the remains of 2 buildings and an alley in between. And suddenly, bursting through that alley are what look like 2 adventurers. One of them is a human, one of them is a tabaxi, which is a catfolk. They are screaming bloody murder, and they are booking it straight towards you.
Is anything following them?
Nothing that you can see. As they
Diedrich's
pass
gonna look
you,
behind him real quick.
behind you?
Yeah, they're looking right at us. Maybe there's something behind us. I don't freaking know.
Yes, so they're running right towards you. Diedrich looks behind you guys. Farron, what are you doing?
Farron, if they're screaming and running toward us, I guess I'll approach to try to help.
Okay, so Farron walks forward. Bulk, what are you doing?
I'm overwhelmed at this situation. Like, what is happening?
Very good. Bulk is overwhelmed. Danielus, anything you're doing?
I'll take out my bow and arrow and ready it, and Barkus will get in front and start like kind of hunching low.
Okay, very good. A few moments pass. The men barrel past you, and suddenly, coming from behind him, are what look like humanoid figures, but they are babbling incoherently. Like they're like pushing and forcing their way through the alley. And at the same time, they do look a bit familiar. They are, like I said, humanoid in shape. They wear kind of tatters of clothes. Perhaps they could have once looked like robes.
Is this the cult?
Diedrich's gonna grapple.
Okay, let's roll for initiative.
Is this the fallen flame? Farron is at a 12 for initiative.
I rolled
Aaron a 12,
9.
9.
There it goes, finally. I got a 4.
I got a 22.
Very good. Okay.
That's booty.
Let's see.
Why can't you get into the action, Dietrich? What are you doing?
I know, I'm almost always at the back of the line.
He's busy looking behind him.
This is a fair point. I shouldn't have looked behind.
Okay. Very good. So, Danielus, as you ready your bow, not only do you see a few robed figures approaching, as you look around and you can listen and hear, it sounds like more monsters are approaching as well. But in either case, you can see a few of the humanoid creatures in front of you. What will you do?
Gosh. I'm going to draw my bow and point it towards Monster C and attack.
Okay, very good. As they come closer to you, you can see they have a pained and delirious facial features, almost like they're gripped in fear and in madness as well. And whenever you
So
want to
can
roll
I
your-
attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I was just making sure.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, I roll a 9.
Okay, a 9. That's going to be a miss, sir.
Okay, Barkus attack. So he's going to run forward and also attack C.
Okay.
He rolls a 16.
Okay. A 16 hits. Go ahead and move Barkus for me up to wherever you're moving it.
Right there.
Okay. So a 16. So the Barkus runs forward, bites at the leg of the beast, and sinks his teeth in. Go ahead and roll for damage.
It disappeared. I tried to click it again. How do I roll for damage?
So you're not rolling in roll 20. You're rolling in D&D Beyond.
So you just click on the damage.
Yeah.
To the right.
11.
Okay. 11. A solid hit. So as Barkus bites into the leg of this beast, it looks forward and it sees Farron in the distance, or at least closest to him, and it says, "The heroes, the heroes!"
The cult.
No.
No.
It's the fallen flame.
And it is their turn.